Do you want to study abroad just to learn English? Well, studying abroad isn't just for that. You don't deserve it. Go home and think about it. Well, this is a story of how I was told not to study abroad and basically asked to leave the room. Today, I'm going to share a personal story. I hope the story will be helpful for those who are looking to improve their language skills. And not only that, but those who want to study abroad someday. It doesn't have to be related to English necessarily. It can be about quitting something and starting something new, or eventually pursuing your dreams. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. By the way, my voice sounds still a little bit funny. I hope you guys understand that. As always, if you have got any questions, comments, please let me know. I would love to hear what you have to say. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, you're more than welcome to as well. Alright, let's get right into it. So right after starting university, I found a room called留学 Center. It can be something like the study abroad center. Which sounds a bit funny still. Anyhow, you know, the place where students who want to study abroad and international students hang out. I visited the room probably on the first or second week of the uni. I was in the room, I was looking through some brochures casually. You know, I was totally casual, right? And then there was a lady who was on duty that day. She spoke to me. She said, "Hey, what are you after?" And then I said, "Nothing in particular. I'm just, you know, hanging out, you know what I mean?" And I started talking about myself a little bit more. And then I said, "Look, I'm not sure if it's possible for me, but I want to study abroad. I'm sort of interested." At that time, I thought studying abroad was only for those who were either insanely rich or incredibly smart. I was neither of them, so I was half doubted if I could do it, but I was definitely interested. And then she asked me, "So what's the purpose of wanting to study abroad?" And I said, "Oh, because I want to study English." The moment I said that, her expression changed dramatically. She got angry at me and then she said, "Look, studying abroad isn't just for the language. It's about studying something in English. So someone like you with your mindset does not deserve studying abroad. I don't want to help you. I can't help you. Basically, you're wasting your time hanging out in here. So go home and think about it. You can't do anything in this room." And then I was like, honestly, in my head, I couldn't process what just happened, and I didn't understand what she meant as well. She told me to leave the room, go home, so I went home, didn't I? Now, what can we see from that incident? You know, in a typical scenario, you expect me to say, "Yes, I understand why she said that. Studying abroad isn't just about the language, obviously," which I totally understand now, but I won't be taking that story in that direction today. In this video, I just wanted to share how I feel about what happened that day, and I would love to share what kind of advice I would love to give to my younger self and to you guys as well. First of all, I think it's important to show my respect to that lady. She gave me her advice based on her beliefs and her experiences. It's not like she was wrong or anything, just she told me how she felt and what she thought, right? For my defense, I think she didn't have to talk in that manner. And also she could have given me a chance to explain myself a little bit more, but it's okay. She advised me based on her beliefs, which is actually what many of us do nowadays on social media, especially influencers, including myself. I'm trying to be careful, but people talk about stuff, right? People talk about anything on social media, right? You know, people talk about health and skincare and well-being and what to do. You know, you shouldn't do this, you should do this, you can't do this, whatsoever. But in many cases, people talk about stuff based on their beliefs. You really have to be careful. There's a huge difference between beliefs and facts. In many cases, again, we talk about stuff based on our beliefs. Like sometimes I feel sad to see some posts on Instagram or YouTube saying, don't go to Australia, don't go to Canada, don't do a working holiday because there is a job crisis, the house crisis, people are racist, people are not nice, Japan is better. But I got a question. Is it a fact or just your belief? And in many cases, people talk about stuff, especially negative stuff, based on their negative experiences. And in many cases, again, people tend to exaggerate their negative experiences, which is fair, but not for the audience. That sort of information scares you. We need to handle them with care. Anyhow, let's go back to the question. So do I agree with her or not? Again, this is not like what I say will be completely right, but I just want to share my experiences. I've been talking about like studying abroad. So can you study abroad just because you love English? But it's more about like what we want to do. I mean, our passion or something we want to try. Let me dive into the conclusion first. Personally, I don't think it's wrong to study abroad because you love English. Also, it's okay to go working holiday because you want to make some money, and you want to go to Canada because you love some, I don't know, you love something about the country. You're going to go to Australia because you want to make new friends, or you want to do something after that trip. So that's why you go on studying abroad or working holiday. I think your reason to try something is all supposed to be accepted. I was told studying abroad, I mean moving overseas, is not good for me because I just wanted to study English. Now I can see moving overseas is not just about the language. It's about culture, it's about adapting to a new culture. And to be honest, yes, in the past I was not considering them very well. But I have to say that I was able to see things and learn things because I was ignorant, because I was green with passion. Even if I didn't realize stuff straight away, and it actually took me for a while to understand stuff, but it was part of my growth. My working holiday was circling around English. So it was not about making money or making new friends or learning a different culture or getting to know Australia, because I was after experiences which I knew I wouldn't be able to have in Japan. And I tell you, not knowing about stuff at the time guided me here. My failure took me here. My imperfection made me this, I mean, being me now. So the path was not perfect, but precious in its own way. My journey was beautiful as it is. I believe that it doesn't matter what your reason is. Your reason needs to be accepted, whatever that is, because everyone is different. You know, everyone has got different things, skills and resources and time and talents, even like experiences. It might look stupid for some people, but it's okay because it's important for you. And this is what you want to do. You don't need someone's approval to do something new. I mean, try something new. You might succeed, you might fail, or you might you might have to take a detour, but it's okay because what matters is your passion, right? Like you want to try something, and that's what matters. Ignorance, welcome, you learn the reality. You're not perfect yet, but it's okay. What we really need is just our passion and curiosity, not someone's validation to try something. Are you with me? I know a guy who loves cars, and he came to Australia because he wanted to feel a different culture. I mean, in terms of cars. Whether you like the idea or not, let's not discuss it here. But he realized that the culture, I mean, the car culture here is no different to the one that in his country. So the number of European cars is slightly higher than the one in my country. I don't know why he chose Australia, but he wanted to see Australia. He wanted to see something in Australia. So some people might call his scheme, you know, the reason why he came here was stupid, and he called him ignorant. But it's okay because he wouldn't be able to see it if he had stayed in his country. He was here, so he would get to see stuff which was not possible if he didn't do anything back then. I sometimes feel like it's a waste. I mean, not a waste, but a bit shame, I would say, to let your desire to do something be swayed by someone's opinions. I mean, random voices, because people say different things because they've got different opinions and experiences and what they believe. But what you can't change is your desires. I mean, you want to do something, you want to try something, and I think you shouldn't let it go, because there is a thing that you can't see until you try. You might fail, but it's okay because you learned something. You might take a detour. It might take a little bit to achieve your dreams, but it's okay because you needed to go through there to achieve your dreams eventually. But if you don't do anything, then you can't see anything. So that day, the lady told me not to study abroad because I just loved English and I didn't think about anything. Probably I was wrong. I mean, I was too naive, but because I learned something, and then now I see the importance now because I didn't know them. It was part of my growth and it was part of my learning journey, and I never regret that. So something I want to try. I want to try it. I think it's good to listen to advice in general, but in the end, what matters, I mean, at the end of the day, what matters is what you want to do, what you want to try in your life. Trying is not the worst thing in the world. That's how I feel, and that's what I sort of learned over the years. I hope you guys think about stuff from this story. Thank you for watching this video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. If you've got any questions, comments, please let me know. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, you're more than welcome to as well. Alright, I see you in the next video soon.